Hey everyone, how you doing? We're live again. It's Friday, 3rd of June. I've been working for the last 3 hours just on a client's website. So one I was working on yesterday where I've got a bit more of a license to mess around with their layout, which is good, except their logo. I'm still stuck with that. But we are progressing quite well with that. Yes, I'm just still working on that. We've closed off one of the other directory websites. The client's happy with that, so we get the final 50% for that website later on today. Hey Chingy, you okay, mate? So that was a good, brilliant result there. Client's really happy, and I even shared with the client tech team some code snippets so that if ever the website had a problem, I'd said run this code snippet. When you use a directory, build a directory website, because it was built on a different domain, and you move it to another domain, there's always a chance something might break when you change domain and URLs. So I shared with them some code snippets and step-by-step guide of what to do. But I said to them, just come back to me. You know, if it takes me 10-15 minutes to sort out, I'm happy to sort it out for you. Don't worry about it. Just let me know. Yeah. Sometimes it's better to sort problem out for a client than to let the client and their tech team, who obviously aren't familiar with this theme or how it works, to go and sort out a potential URL issue when you move URL. So we got to kind of make sure that that is all sorted out. I'm okay, Chingy. So you're working from home today, under the weather. Son and nephew are here. I'm going to kick them out in a moment. Yeah, I mean, today does feel a little bit like cleaning up as well. So closed off a website yesterday. Just sorting out another client's website today. In the UK, it's our Queen's Jubilee. So in about 5 hours' time, in fact, less than that, 4.5 hours' time, there'll be like street parties outside in our cul-de-sac. Should be fun, hopefully. So we've got that to look forward to. But I want to get as much done now because I will lose 5 to 6 hours of my life. I'm going to lose about 5-6 hours of my life kind of joining in and helping people out and stuff like that. So I want to get as much done right now. Hey, Inderpreet, how are you? I've kind of kicked them out a little bit because you know what? They will make a lot of noise. Yeah, I'm just messing around with the client's website here. Luckily, I've got a bit more of a license to just make it a little bit better, because I have to be honest, the way it looked before, it really did not feel inspiring at all. And I spoke about this the other day, innit, that if you're working on a website where you don't really like the look of it, how do you can't, I struggle to invest in websites I don't like the look of, even though I'm kind of working on it and building on it. Hey, Pickstar. Well done, Inderpreet. Finish your Shopify, your first Shopify website. How did you find it? So compared to what you can do with Elementor and WordPress, how was it? Tell us about how you found it. Was it restrictive because you can only do so much? Was it easier? I think you could almost argue it's easier, but was it also a little bit annoying that there's only so much you can do with it? Yeah, Chingy. Do you know what, Chingy? When you have more and you have this flexibility to barter a little bit, or to negotiate, it gives you a bit more of a negotiation kind of arm as well with clients. But also it means if you ever want to create extra websites that you want to use for your business, it gives you a bit of leeway, doesn't it? Yeah, and that's the thing. So with Shopify, it is easier. My only problem with it is you're kind of stuck with how much you can do. Yeah, I mean, Pickstar, I'm still on the old expert plan. I mean, I'm on the $199 plan, so you still pay a bit of money, $199, but 1,000 licenses for $199 is awesome. Yeah, I mean, 1,000 technically it is almost like unlimited. Yeah. And I don't think we're ever going to use up that 1,000 ever. However, having them there, having those 1,000 there, is super good. I've got a shadow on my head, haven't I? Got a shadow on my head. There you go. Yeah, well done, Chingy. Now you got those licenses, you can just crack on, right? Just crack on. Okay, Artib. Yeah, we're doing okay. Thanks, by the way, for I did notice the comments that you and others left on that video I released today. So today's video was about our website's dead. Do you need a website? Hey, George, how you doing? And I know some people, one person who's normally quite good said, what's the point of this? But I think they missed the point of why I did the video. The whole point of that video today about our website's dead was because I'm basically talking about what you can say back to them if anyone ever says to you, "Oh, websites are old school. Yesterday, no one needs a website." And I think he missed the point of why I did the video. Woo! And I think they missed the point of why I did the video, right? It's basically like, right. So Chingy, when I do a staging site, I'm pretty sure I don't have to reconnect another license. I'm pretty sure I don't. But from memory, I think I did. So I get a little bit confused with do I or don't I. Sometimes I do a staging site and it's still using the same license as another site. And I go, oh, okay, maybe I don't need to. I know nothing about custom liquid in the precinct. When you say custom liquid, to me it just means a cocktail. Custom liquid is a cocktail. You make the drink up. By the way, I hope I don't know if any of you or you probably did, but how did you find yesterday's video? The one about the viewport. Was that a good video? Did you like that video? Because I've had quite a few people come over to me and go, "Oh, we don't understand viewport. The top, the bottom, and the top." I didn't have a great night either. Haha, fighting off the haters. I didn't have a good night's sleep and I'm already feeling it, and it's not even midday yet and I'm already feeling the pain. George, you know what, guys and girls and people and everyone, right? Don't watch my videos or anything unless you're interested in the topic or you need to have time to do it. Don't ever feel you have to, all right? I love the support you guys give, but don't ever feel you have to. To be honest, Artif, like when I read it at first, my first reaction was, "What? Oh no, Jimmy, is it really noisy there? Is it like loads of? There's probably lots of commotion and noise, right? There's probably lots of commotion and noise. But I can tell you're probably having tons of fun there already, right? You're probably having loads of fun. But yeah, Artif, it was like a bit of me was a little bit like, why have they gone and put that comment in? Because normally that person is really good with their comments. But then I thought, I won't argue with them, but what I'll do is I'll try and make them to understand that The whole point of it was exactly what their reaction was. Why did you do it? Why did you do a video about our website's dead? It was exactly that point. It's to create a reaction, because it's actually something I hear a lot. Do you know how many people, I know people that have a Facebook business. They have businesses on Facebook. Like someone I know sells cakes. I said to them, have you thought about a website? No, they don't even want to have a website. And I said, but your market is that big. And they were like, yeah, but, you know, Facebook is worldwide. I went, yeah, Facebook is worldwide. But someone in Australia is not going to buy a cake from you in the UK, right? You know, people, they're like this, oh, Facebook is worldwide. Yeah, but no one is going to buy a cake from you in France, right? And you're not even on Google. You're not actually, they don't, other than Facebook, they don't even have a social media profile. They got no LinkedIn, they got no Twitter, but just got Facebook and Insta. And they just kind of, they're so sucked into just that market. And I go, it's a tiny portion of what you could achieve. You know, so from now on, if anyone ever says that, I'm going to go, right, here you go, watch this video. And if you still don't want a website, at least you know. I think it's sometimes what I think it is that see, I have to be very careful as well. So I've done some videos where I'm not showing a screen. I haven't even got Elementor on the screen. All I'm doing is just talking. And often I have to be very careful that those videos, I still keep them relatable to websites or web designing or marketing or branding or just, you know, running an agency, pricing, getting clients, stuff like that, so that it doesn't just become a random topic. But yeah, I thought it was a really good topic. I thought it was a great topic to do, and I'm glad we did it. Mark is still on holiday. Mark is still on holiday. Just got to send an email to Mark. You're right, mate. You can come in. You can come in if you want. So this is my nephew. So my younger brother's son, Zishan, who is now standing there with a whoopee cushion because he probably has a problem doing farts himself, so he has to now use this. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Get out of it. Ugh, kids, hey. Hey, Mark. Sorry, I didn't say hey, Mark to Mark Fanning just then. Sorry. Do you think the fact that I told someone starting to do... I don't think so. I do think that if you are happy... So I've talked about this in one of the podcast videos, and it's coming out on YouTube as well in the next week or so. Hey, Peter, if you start on the Fiverr Upwork model, you are already starting at a very low price point. You got to be honest here. You're at a very low price point, mid to low. And if you're trying to earn enough to pay all your bills and everything, if you're happy with that low price point, then Fiverr and Upwork is great. However, once you get used to that low price point, you keep charging the low price point. And then you struggle to break out of it, because what happens then is, because you're winning clients here, you'll keep quoting here because you want the clients, you want the business. And the minute you go higher, you lose confidence, you struggle, you're not getting the right client, you don't make money. And then what happens is you go back to your comfort zone. You want to be here, but you keep going here. And I always say that maybe you can get away with this maybe to get the odd review, but you need to get up to here. So you want to be at your midpoint of what your ideal quote price is, whatever, and then you want to work your way up to there. And I just think that what will happen is clients on Fiverr and Upwork, right? You'll quote £500 for a website, and then the client will say, oh, but so-and-so will do it for 200, and it's between you and them. And what happens? You drop your price to 200, or you go in at 190 just to win it. How do you even know? How do you even know that there was another contractor who was going to do it for 200? You don't. So the clients can game you and force you down. And the minute you try and charge a bit more, you lose confidence in yourself, and you keep jumping down, race to the bottom. So I say it depends on what are they comfortable with. And I think if you're happy with $50 per website, I ain't, no way. But if you are, the Fiverr market maybe works for you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I do say that if you've got no reviews at all, you got nothing to back up that you can do what you do other than your portfolio. Sometimes starting low isn't a bad idea, but then start to accelerate up, okay? And and please make sure you get honest reviews. Don't just put fake reviews in, fake testimonials. There's a lot of people on social media right now. So there's one person who's friends with a lot of people that I know from Elementor and stuff as well. I'm not going to name his name, but he constantly puts on Facebook posts where he says, yeah, I've done 40 clients in 4 months. 40 clients in 4 months. I've done this, I've done that. And some of his testimonials he's put on, they read a little bit fake. And mainly because there's very few examples of his work. Very few examples. And I sit there going, you've done 40 websites since January. And I kind of go, but you've hardly put any on Facebook. If you've done 40 websites since January, and all of them 5-star, you should have a massive portfolio, right? Or example posts, maybe just a partial screenshot. You might show a bit of this or a bit of that. There are 3 posts he's done, but all 3 of them are just fake websites he's created. Because he's even kind of said, oh yeah, don't click the URL or the contact because it's just a fake website. So if you've done 40 websites since January, where are they? Where are they? So I've kind of deviated a little bit in that you got to get real, honest reviews, transparent. So if anyone wants, they can go to that website and they can say to them, Imran built your website. What was he like? What was he really like? Be honest, right? Because the moment you put on a website and someone goes, Imran didn't make it for me, I don't know who he is. Who's he? Boom. Your reputation is in the gutter. So you got a page called Health. In your WordPress settings, Mark, have you set a blog page? If so, take that off. Number 1, take that off. Number 2, this page that you've called Health, is it set up as has it got any display conditions? Is it set up as an archive page or a search results page? Bit difficult to tell. But just double check. Is the page, has it got display conditions? If so, take them off. If you've gone to your WordPress settings, reading, make sure you haven't set up accidentally the health page or something else to be your blog page. Yeah, something like that. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So Mark's just replied back to me. So I'm just checking something out here. Do you know what? By the way, if anyone here knows of any good WordPress competition plugins that you've used before, please do let me know. Okay. This isn't for a client. This is just a friend of mine who just asked me, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure." If anyone knows of any good competition, like ones where like a countdown. Microsoft Bing search has hijacked my Chrome. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. By the way, this isn't for me or for a client. This is just for a friend. They just said to me, "Oh, do you know anyone?" And I was like, "Not sure really." So if I just show you, yeah. So you see this over here. This is so these are WooCommerce products in a way, whatever. Enter now or however it works. But it's basically like here where you've got this, or here, these countdowns. I suppose in a way. Yeah, like a competition plugin, something like that, where you have countdown and... What's interesting about this, is that this actually is WooCommerce. Look, it's WooCommerce. WooCommerce. But I'm interested to know. So that's a countdown. That's a date banner. That's a Zap. Hold on. Zap competitions. Maybe that's what it is. Zap competitions. So Zap competitions. There we go. There we go. Look. We found the plugin. No, here you go. Here's the plugin. There it is. Why didn't I do that before? It's a plugin. Yeah, look, it's got the ticket count, progress bar, maximum countdown timer. Let's just see how much this is. Let's see how much this is. Where's the price for it? Where's the price for it? Well, that's weird. Where's the price for this then? Our plugins are not available and come as part of a complete... Isn't that crap? Hey? So their solution is not available as a standalone product. Carousel freelance, Elementor Cloud. I have not had issues over the speed. Page speed insight still getting 99%. Some people have had issues over speed, but I could argue and say you'll have an issue maybe regardless of what you're using. I have not had... Remember, it's Google Cloud. It's Google Cloud, the Elementor Cloud, right? So everyone at some point in their life is going to have an issue over server speed. That happens. The Elementor Cloud is fine. I have to say, that's a little bit annoying, isn't it? So there's a plugin that's got it all built in, lovely, but they don't provide it. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? I think that's a bit annoying, isn't it? That they don't provide the plugin unless... That's a bit... I don't know. Look, it's... Yeah, okay. Blah, blah, blah. What's your views on that? What's your views on that when someone has a tool or a product? I just think that, you got a solution here, I think. There'll be other plugins, to be honest, and I just have to, I don't even know I'm not even going to look for them. It's just a friend of a friend who just asked a question. So I'm just going to say, go away and research on WordPress, go away and play with it. Home page is static, set to home. So this is Mark. Post page is blog. If I change slug from health to plain, sounds to me, yeah, like somewhere you've got something which is I have to be honest, right? I'd never ever set the posts page in the WordPress reading. In WordPress reading, you get to set it. I never set that. I never ever set that because I define it via the search results template or the menu or whatever. I never use that. So I'm going to say take it out. I'm going to say take the post page out. Not everyone will agree on me on this, and I'm sure there'll be some SEO reason and blah-de-blah, but I'm going to say take it out. Take it out of your reading setting. Leave the post page as blank. There is no value. Take it off. And then try it. Sorry, back to this website that I was working on. Where did I get to? Sandwiches, seafood. I'm talking out loud because I'm just setting this up. I think it's soul food. Seafood, soul food. So I'm just working on a website here. Just putting in some let me get this right. Images to make sure I get this right. I think I've made a boo-boo somewhere. I made a boo-boo here. I think I've miscounted. No, I haven't miscounted. Southern cuisine, that's it. Southern cuisine. Southern cuisine. We had a lot of fun yesterday, didn't we, picking the images for this? Well, I found it funny anyway. We were all over the place, weren't we? What image should we use for soul food and French food and all sorts of food? Okay, but it doesn't appear to be an option for it to be nothing. It lists all my created pages. No, you can leave it blank. Let me just quickly show you what I mean, right? Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. Right. Right, so when you go to, I'm going to share the screen in a moment. Let me just get it on my screen properly. Yeah, here we go, right. So when you're in the settings, right, and you're in the reading tab, down here, you just leave it as select. So look, down here, you don't pick anything, Mark. You don't pick anything. You just put it as select. Leave it as select, right? So you don't pick, you just leave it like that. Like that, just leave it. And that'll do. That's a good point, George. I think George might have hit the nail on the head there. You might have a category called health as well. Yeah, George has got a very good point there. That could be a very good point. I mean, if it's a really big problem, I would just change the slug of the health page. Just call it health page, health hyphen page. I don't know. Health info, health something, healthy health. Just slightly tweak it, and you'll be fine. But you'll have categories. So in WordPress, right, you'll have categories. You know, when you're looking at WordPress in the black bar, you'll have categories somewhere. Post. It'll probably be in post category. So go to posts or categories somewhere there, and then go in and you'll see your categories and you can rename them. No, there's nothing wrong with that, to be honest, Mark. There's nothing wrong with it, you know. Your health. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Your hyphen health. That's fine. And maybe that's the simplest way to solve the problem. I often say the simplest solution is sometimes the best, right? Right, now I've got to check that this all works. Sorry, when I say works, it's just modifying client's homepage. It was a bit funny because last night I said to the client over email, what are your price packages for your directory websites? You're going to have free listings, then you're going to have pricing ones. And after about 4 or 5 emails, I basically gave him his pricing strategy. And he was amazed. And I said, because he wasn't thinking about it right. He said, you pay $30 per month. And I went, hold on, you're brand new. You got no reviews. You got no listings. And you're going to start charging $30. I said, how about you have a free package for 30 days? You can upgrade to a 6-month package. Or you can upgrade to a 1-year package. The 1-year package is cheaper than the 6 months times 2. And then you have like an ultra package, which is 1 year plus social media promotion as well, right? Give them opportunities. So say, look, it's for free for 30 days. After that, if you don't upgrade, your listing disappears. But if you upgrade to the 6-month plan, right? Boom, boom, boom. This is what you get. Or you have the 1-year plan, which is cheaper. Or you can have the 1-year plan plus social media promotion, 1 post per week promoting you. And it will include enhanced SEO as well. So SEO for that listing as well. Real estate. Hey, WebP, you need to use the My Listing theme. The My Listing theme. So use that for real estate. Right, use that for real estate. Use that for real estate. Let me just show you, okay, My Listing demo. Stay there, let me get you a demo. Wait, let me get the demo pages. Where's the demo pages? Here we go, live preview. Let me get you the demo pages. Property demo. Here you go. Here you go. Look at this demo. Go and look at that demo. Go and look at that demo. Right, and it is $60 for the theme. Right, there you go. I think it's bang on. Be great. And for $60, it gives you everything you need. Almost. No, it is $60 every 6 months if you want to have continued support. So they have like a support website where you can ask questions and you get proper one-to-one support. They are very good, very very good. Because all of my clients that use the My Listing theme use the help support. But for the first 6 months, you get that included. If you want to get another 6 months of dedicated support, you pay another $60. However, I have clients who don't do that, okay, who don't pay that. Because I normally say within the first 6 months, you'll be fine. You know, if you really need, and there is also a Facebook group. So you can ask your question in the Facebook group as well, and it will get answered. So you don't need to pay the $60. But the $60 to get the theme, and you don't pay yearly. You don't pay yearly. However, if you do want the updates, though, sorry, I should correct myself. If you want the updates and 6 months have gone, you need to have paid. So you could argue that it's $120 a year, right? If you want to get all the updates. However, it is money well spent. It really is money well spent. We're now building our 7th website in 14 months. In 14 months, we're now working on our 7th directory website. And I always use the My Listing theme. And I would not use it if I didn't like it. Aha, there you go. George was on the money. Nice thinking, George, there, with the way you worked that out. That's really ingenious. I'm just opening loads of links at the moment. Hopefully I don't affect the broadband speed and everything. Yeah, that works, that works. That works, that works, that works, that works. French, French. If you're wondering why I said French, French, it's because that's the... I'm just checking the links on this page. Greek, Greek, Indian, Indian, Italian, Italian. That's all working so far. It's one of those things, Mark, where when it catches you out, it is so annoying. You sit there staring at your screen and your settings and you go, what's wrong? It's got the page, it's got the slug name. What's wrong? Why is it not going it? So far, this home page I've created is working. There's a section that is loaded with internal links, loads, and I need to check all of those links are working. Because if one of them breaks, it ain't good. So pasta, pasta, pizza, pizza, pizza. Salad, sandwiches. So far it's working. Automatic updates. So you can use manage WP. When you say like API though, daily automatic updation. I don't really do that. I don't really do daily automatic updation. I mean, manage WP and stuff like that, but not API. I think you asked this before in Dupree, didn't you? I think you might have asked this one before, and I don't really do daily automatic updation. I'm not sure updation is a word. Is updation a word? Soul food, Southern cuisine, steak. Sandwiches is not a word. Right, we have a problem. Why did sandwiches not work? Right, let's just double check that. Daily horoscope. Normally it would be in your settings somewhere, wouldn't it? So that it updates. It's a bit like Instagram. Does it update every hour, 2 hours, every day? Right? Am I right or wrong there? I'm pretty sure that's what it would do. Sandwiches. Now, why did sandwiches not work there? Why did sandwiches not work? No, not sandwiches. Sandwiches did work. It was seafood that didn't work. Seafood. That's the one that didn't work. Because I put the wrong URL in. I put the wrong URL in. Cool. Let's get that URL in. Are you sure updation is a word? I'm still not convinced. I'll be pulling out my dictionary later. I won't even use an online one. I'll go get a little book and I'll be like, updation. What is this word? What sorcery is this? Seafood. Seafood. Excellent. Excellent. It works. It works. It works. So I've created this like grid for categories, which I think it works. I think it helps to complement the website in what it's meant to do. I hope most of you can remember that website. I showed most of you like yesterday and the day before. You know, the one that had that really ugly looking kind of like banner. But I'll show you it now. So this is, ignore this header because I really don't like this logo, but the client doesn't want to change it and I really hate it. One thing I have done though is just added a bit of a scroll effect there. But what I have also moved is all of their stuff down here. I've just noticed I need to change that there. That's not the right size. In fact, you can't see it, can you? Because I'm over it. Wait. Let me just shrink myself down. Whoop. So this stuff there, you know, you got your search thing like that. But then, you know, they got these categories, right? So, you know, if they go to burgers, it will take them to the burger page. And if there's anything with burgers, so you can either search for all, you know, you can go straight in and look at all, do it here, pick one if you want, ding, 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 ding. Or you can go to the map or explore all, or you can just straight away pick a category and it takes you to the category. So that's like, and so yesterday when we were finding images, you can now see why I did that. You can now see it, right? Yeah, you can see why we did it. Ding, 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 ding. So it's all pretty good. It's all good. It's good, all good in the hood. But now I just need to tweak what's going on here with the header. Something's gone a bit funny with that. Yeah, so far so good on that. That's pretty good. Updation is a word used in India. Ah, do you know what? I'm now going to have a look at updation. What does updation say? What is updation? You're right, mate. You can come in. Yeah, so it's a noun in India, the process of updating someone. So now I'm going to check UK.
Am I allowed to come in?
It is in the English dictionary, but it's more to do with in India. So it's the word to update. Right, let me just preview this page again. Have you eaten?
Yeah.
What have you eaten?
Rice.
Rice. Well, good for you.
And chicken.
He's right here. Look, come in. There you go. Boom. Rice and chicken, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think the website is looking a whole lot better than. How many of you remember what we had yesterday for it? Do you remember what we had yesterday? So if I do this, oh, I've got to shut the door. Whoa! Shut the door. Right. Sorry, I'm back. Yes. So, you know, they wanted an about section to look like that, which I'm not. But then I put this in for them as well. I just got a quote. I just found a quote from George Bernard Shaw. I don't know him. Never met him. You know, I don't like this. I don't like this. And I have said to him that when he does his articles, his blogs, he's got to think very carefully about the images that are being used, because I think the blog images really let it down. I think it really lets it down. I mean, look, this one just looks like it's taken off a sign in a street, and just for, you know, I feel like they let it down. These blog images, you know, they're real, but they just feel a little bit all over the place. Whereas, you know, I think this now is, I don't know. I mean, do you remember what it looked like a couple of days ago and the other day? Does any of you remember how it looked? It just felt lacking life. It just felt like it was lacking life. Do you remember? It was like an article page, just loads of articles. It was like, where's this going? Where's this web page going? What's the point of it? But as always, when you build something, check it out in mobile. Right? Check it out in mobile. Always good to check how things. Yeah, do you know what I mean, Ben? And it was like I mean, the project was never to work on their homepage or any other page. It was just to get the My Listing directory working, the categories, the location, the maps, the search, WooCommerce packages, get it all to work from A to B. Boom, 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 boom. And I just could not let the homepage go. I just could not let it go. It was grating me every time I looked at it. It was like, I just felt like I said to him, look, for free, I'm going to put in total, let me just put this into perspective now. In total, I've probably given him about 8 hours extra time in just getting images, playing around, thinking a bit more, scoping, and just giving him a different style homepage. But I feel better giving him 8 hours like that, because I now feel more invested in making this website work really well. Before, it was just because you get paid on for something. If I don't like the website or the topic or what it's about, it sometimes becomes difficult for me to put my all in. That sounds really unprofessional, but at the same time, I find it's being a bit more honest to myself. So if I don't feel passionate about the subject matter, I probably don't want to do the website. I don't know. Does anyone else feel like that? Just because you're being paid on it, would you still work on the website if you really didn't give two shits about what it was about? Yeah, image carousel in mobiles. You only ever really show one image, right? Tablet, nah, tablet maybe not too bad. I think a lot of it depends on the images, though, doesn't it, Andrew? Interpret. Is it possible that in this website, the order number, like order number 107, is ready and order number what? Is it? I think you need a plugin for that, wouldn't you? Something that's going to be integrated into some other application in Dupree. Like Deliveroo or McDonald's. This is now ready and this one is now being prepared. Yeah, exactly, Chingy. So there was one person, they were doing a website about, it was about prisoners of war from Vietnam War. And at first I thought this sounds really good. But then when I saw the images and the content and their direction, I just felt to me, I said, this feels like a newspaper article on a page, but it doesn't really go and do anything. It doesn't really, what is the aim of it? It felt lacking, even though it was really, I was like, wow, prisoners of war from Vietnam War. It just felt, it was just lacking. And I said, I really would love to work on this, but the images, the content, everything about it, I felt it felt to me like a cheap written, when some people write a self-published book, they do a self-published book. There you go. WooCommerce Order Status Manager. I think, yeah, and would that be linked into your fulfillment center or your API? But anyway, some people, they write a book, a really badly written self-published book, like a memoir, but it's really badly done. That's how their website was. When I saw their content, I said to them, this just reads really aggressively. It's really aggressive. There's no compassion. There's no sympathy. There's no empathy. So yeah, that's what we want to say. And I was like, I don't want to do this. Yeah, Joel, you force yourself. You just want to get it out the way. And when the client comes back and goes, I'll change this, and you're still working on a project that you weren't fully invested in, that hurts. Because you're still working on it. You just want to be done and dusted, and I don't want to see that website again. Right, just got to check. Sorry, I've just got to renew a password here. You only realise you forgot to cancel a subscription, and then it's just taking out the payment. And you kind of go, flipping heck, I forgot all about that. Sorry, I went quiet all of a sudden. I'm just checking out, just renewing a password and just sending an email to someone. Lost a nav on tablet and mobile. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. In that case, Andrew, you know your header. Make your header have a Z index of 9999999. Just give your header a Z index of 99999, and then the drop down and all of that, you know, the nav and all of that will appear over the carousel. Just make sure the carousel hasn't got a 99999 Z index or something like that. I mean, even this website I'm working on, even the mobile version of it is looking so much crisper. Isn't that? I am biased. Of course I'm biased. Why wouldn't I be biased? But it's looking so much more professional. Like, it just, it's working so much better. I cannot explain just how much better it's working and looking. It's just, yeah. Yeah, it's working so much better, mate. You know, this is just, and I'm glad I convinced them to just look, park what you think you want at the door and just give me that freedom to just develop your website, because you're not selling your website very well here at the moment. You know, you're not helping yourself out, and just trust me. It's literally what I said to him. I said to him, just trust me, okay? And I think he saw it last night, and I think he was pleasantly surprised. I think he was like, oh, all right. You know, and I'm glad. I'm really, really glad they did. Except now I've got to do loads of like mobile changes now. I feel like I've created extra work for myself. Yeah, do you know what I mean, Artie? It's like it's amazing how when you just add a bit of life, isn't it? And all those images I did yesterday, getting food images just to kind of showcase, and those images have a purpose. You click it and it will take you to the map for that category. So in a way, I've now created what 16 category fields that link specifically to that map, the map for the category. It's great. Andrew, you can email me though. Andrew, you can email me links if you want. Remember, Andrew, you can email me a link. Does my listing theme support IDX? I know you can. I know you can import CSV, right? So if you got a CSV file with all the listings details and all of that, you can import that. But I don't know about Treb MLS. If you go to WordPress repository, my listing, you can go to there. You know the plugin support and ask a question to check. I'm sure they will help you with your question. I'm just, oh man, what's happened here? Oh dear, I've just realised something. Darn it. I just realised something I wish I hadn't done now, because it just slightly screws up the layout ever so slightly. Ever so slightly, the layout gets a little bit... Why has that gone that way? 50? 50? What's going on there? Yeah, what's going on there? That's odd. What's going on there? Yeah, by the way, right, so, right, okay, so this is Andrew's website page thingamajig, right? So what did you say, Andrew? You said it was mobile. Okay, so if we just go to the whereabouts am I looking for the where do I need to be going? So is it underneath the Hold on, let me just inspect that. I'll share the screen in a moment, by the way. Oh, hold on. Right, here you go. It's up here. So the where's it gone? There's the navigation menu up there. It's up here. It's up here. Is that right? Yeah, it's up there. Why is it not showing? Do you mean over here? Do you mean over here above the contactors? Over here? There's something here, so... You're right.
Mm.
I can't see where the nav. I don't know, where's the nav? Where's the nav? So I was searching the wrong place then. Let's just go to the nav here. It's saying the nav is up there. It's showing it is up there, not above the carousel, which is down there. Down there. Oh, you are expecting it at the top. Okay, fine. Yeah, just hold on, guys. Just move my camera a bit. Hold on, I've just got to reply to a message that's just come in here. Wait. Right, let me just add it over. Would I add it here? I think if I add it there, innit? So if I do Z index. Yeah, look, Z index 999. It's Z index. It's Z index. It is. Look. So over here, I've just added in Z index 999, and now it's visible. Look. Ugh. I just took it off. It's Z index 999. Okay, look. There's your Z index. Yeah. It's Z index then. That's all it is. Should we go? Is the seat too high for you?
No.
Ah, that's worked. That's now worked. Right. Think I've sorted out the mobile version for this page now as well, which is super cool. 24 font. Has Raheem eaten, Zishan?
Yeah. He didn't want to eat, but then I told him, don't eat, I got home.
Did he eat?
Sit on the set if you want.
You can sit on the settee, Raheem.
Good one, the rest of my iPad.
Right, I think that is all I can now do to the home page. And now I just got to wait on the client to confirm the pricing packages for their listings for the free and the paid. And then we can build that in. That should be good. I mean, this client's website has got loads of stuff loaded that Bluehost added in, which I think cause problems with how it's working. Like, Bluehost got him to put in gravity forms, right? Let me show you the form he's got, right? Let me show you the form he's got. Okay. In fact, I can't show you the form he's got because you can't see it. I keep forgetting I'm on camera. So here is his form, right? Why would you use gravity form for just those fields? Just use a standard Elementor Pro form, right? Why would you use gravity? In fact, they supplied him with Gravity Forms Pro. Why would you use Gravity Forms Pro for 4 fields like that? You know? Well, there's defies logic. Right? Because I always say, if you can use Gravity or Pioneer or whatever, it's because you're doing some really fancy, calculated, conditional logic, step thing. But not just, do you know what I mean? And it's Gravity Forms Pro. They got him to get that for that. And you go, what, you know. And then it kind of just makes you realise that some hosting providers ain't got a clue. They just go for we'll just put this solution in. Yeah, well, it's part. Do you remember I said he was paying $350 per month for 6 months? $350 per month. So in that, it included Gravity Forms Pro. Why? Product comparisons set in blocks side by side on the page. When you say product comparisons, do you mean it's just side by side, or is it actually you pick 3 and it does a comparison? Is that what you mean? Because if it's just side by side, you don't need an add-on for that. Zishan is sat there on the bike, my nephew, and I'm not sure what he's doing on there. I've seen dead people do more cycling than him. And that's when they're being wheeled to the morgue. They cover more distance than him right now.
They don't.
Yes, they do. Whatever. So I think this website is starting to look good. I think it's starting to look good, which is excellent. Because in the email I sent to the client yesterday, I literally put the words, keep the faith, all right? Just take a leap of faith with me. Trust me. This is going to help your website be more attractive and hopefully better convert. It's the truth, right? Luckily, they were all right with it. Try it. It's gonna hurt you. No, you're doing it the wrong way. You gotta put your arms like that. Yeah. No. Put it down slowly because you're gonna pull your arms. So rather than pulling, you've got to bend your arms. So it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt your arm. I wouldn't do it. It really will hurt your arm.
I'm a kid.
I know, and you don't want to damage your arms and your muscles. Out of interest, which cache plugin do you prefer? I use Auto-Optimize. I prefer Auto-Optimize. If I'm not going to use Auto-Optimize... Sorry, I always use Auto-Optimize. However... Yeah, sorry, I always use Auto-Optimize. If I'm using the My Listing theme, then I use W3 Supercache. W3 Supercache. Why? Because they're both free. And sometimes I use ASIC cleanup as well to prevent certain thing loading on a page to speed it up. So, Auto-Optimize, Sorry, auto optimizer is more for optimization. Sorry. W3 fastest cache. Sorry, let me get it right. W3 fastest cache. If that's not available or I can't use it because some hosts don't allow it, then I use Lightspeed or W3 super cache. Not because I'm a cheapskate, but because I don't need to get the client or anyone to upgrade to WP Rocket Pro or whatever to achieve what we need to achieve. So, not needed. Don't need it. But you might want to watch this video. In fact, you might want to watch this video. Stop. Sorry, not super cache. It's this one. Sorry, I got the naming wrong. I meant this one. Sorry, I meant W3 total cache, not super cache. Got the name wrong then. Online business support. Hi everyone. If I ask you to share some best free resources for WP Elementor, what would those be? My YouTube channel. Be my YouTube channel. Or it'd be the Elementor Academy. Hey Melissa. It'd be the Elementor Academy, the YouTube videos I do. The best free resources. It'll be the templates you can get, right? So free templates that you can watch and see, and you'll learn how to build stuff in a template, right? Sorry, I'm really tired here. That's what I would recommend. You look at a template, look how it's built. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Yes. That's weird. Why did it do that? Why did the search results do that? It's not meant to do that. So I've just noticed a problem on this client's website. It's gone and done something funny on the search results. Ah, flipping heck. Why has it done that? It's gone and done something funny on the search results. Let me check it. But yeah, sometimes the best way to learn is just take a template, a free template, and look how it's built. Another good thing to do. In fact, I'll show you something else that you might want to try. Okay, is this?
Hey, I want to talk to you about
this is a really good site, right? Elementor Detector or Element Detector, whatever it's called. So what you do is when you have an Elementor website or a template or whatever, right? You put the URL into that. Basically, watch the video. It's got a link there. You go there. You put the URL in, and it will tell you what components, and sometimes it will also tell you if it came from another add-on. It will put the prefix or the suffix for it. So you can see a page built in Elementor, and then you put this through, and it'll say, oh, accordion, or there was a header and a text box, and there was a hotspot over here, and maybe a spacer or a divider, or an image kind of thing, and it will break it down for you in a really, 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 really good way. So yeah, have a look at that. Have a look at that. Because that's yeah. Because sometimes I'm looking at a website and I'm kind of going, how did they do that? I know it's Elementor. I can see it's Elementor, but what did they do here and how did they do that? And I just put it through the detector thing and I go, duh. All they did was duh. It doesn't give you all the details, but it gives you a good starting point. And once you know that something is, say, a text field, which you should be able to tell anyway, text, right? But once you know what it is, your brain will go into gear, right? About how do I replicate or how do I use that? Why is the gallery coming up? Why is the gallery coming up? Did they create a post called gallery? Did they create a post called gallery? What the hell is all this?
Yogurt, that is you want to eat it. So how's it? Yogurt Lena? I don't want any. Yogurt Lena? No. Nice hair. What does nice hair mean? That's easy. Can you do my baby? No, I don't want to. You like it.
Right, so I'm just improving the search results template for the client because it's a bit Nope, get out. No, I'm all right, mate. Sorry if it sounds like I've gone quiet. I'm just trying to filter some stuff out. Basically want to get rid of uncategorized posts from appearing. Right, they've got no uncategorized. So if I go to display conditions for the search results, I want to add a condition. I want to exclude category and I want to exclude uncategorized. Because what's happening in the search results, is that it brings back a gallery. The gallery is not a post, it's not a page, it just brings it back as a single line, a line. There's no image, there's no nothing. It makes no sense for it to be in the search results. So now that I've updated that, I can purge that. I must be having sod's law luck here where the last 3 clients of mine all use Bluehost. Because Bluehost, even when you purge the cache, have a real bad habit of holding on to a state of play. A really bad habit of staying on it. So I'm just going to try and check now if the search results works well. So if you ever have like a search form and the search results are bringing out your blog posts and sometimes pages as well, which you don't want, my quick tip here is just to make sure that it does not pull through anything that's uncategorized. Bluehost is a pain because sometimes the server is so slow. Anyone had a really slow server speed on Bluehost? Like the other week, Bluehost literally went, there was a problem, and they were like, oh, you know, they didn't tell anyone. So my client whinges at me, and I'm like, it's not us, it's Bluehost. Look.
Why do you two watch such a lovely film? I think it was so. Tisha, do you like?
And they don't care.
Do you play Minecraft? Have you seen the Have the cartoon version, and you choose what you do? Have you seen it on Netflix? It's good, isn't it?
It's in the wrong template. So so even after you purge, you regenerate, and all of that, Bluehost has a bad habit of holding on to the post, not the post, a version of the page on the live. I cannot tell you how mad it gets me every time they do this. I cannot tell you. Well, I can tell you because I'm telling you now, but it gets me mad. And the other thing is also about this page that was built originally by the Bluehost people. Everything they built was an inner section. Everything. Headers, sections, everything. There was an inner section for no reason. It was like, did they not understand padding? Like, you got a section and then you're showing one thing, a header. So they put an inner section and then they put the header in. And you kind of go, just put some padding in. Because it was just one. It wasn't like multiple columns within a complicated layout. And yeah. I just sort of go, okay, right. They obviously don't understand what they're doing. Let's check how that looks in the blog. Ooh, looks really bad, that does now. Dun 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 dun.
Just a piece of material. It was so big. I'll give it a 9. This could go. This could be lots 9. That would look fine. I'll give it a good 9.
Sorry, I'm just whenever I go silent, I feel like I've always got to keep apologizing. I'm just trying to sort out a bit of a layout here, just to give it a little bit more oomph, basically, because it is really lacking at oomph at the moment on that search result page. Guys, I just cannot let it go when something doesn't look good. I just cannot let it go. This is what I would almost call the bad side to. I'm not gonna say perfection because that's false, but I mean it grates me. The minute I spot something not right, I stop. I've got to revisit. I've got to work on it. I can't let it go because even if I try to let it go, it plays on my mind. Isn't it a good tool? Isn't it a good tool, right? And it's free. It's so wicked. It's free, right? What you do is you put your URL in, and then it is going to. You just put a fake snail on, worm. So it's just a worm. Sorry, let me just not wiggle that. Is that in focus? It's not in focus, is it? A worm. Right, let's try that result again. Still bringing up the gallery. Why is it doing that? Display conditions. Add condition. Exclude. Can you hear Let It Go? Son's watching iPad in the background. I don't think he's watching. I don't think he's watching Let It Frozen though. I don't think he's watching Frozen. Right, just do a quick search. Whoa, I just went back into Facebook after about an hour and there's 11 notifications. It's just up there. Can you see it? Elementor Detector, Andrew. You'll see the link just up there. You can't miss it. Elementor Detector, I think it's called. Just quickly watch that video and there's a link. You'll see it there. When you put in a URL, it will then give you a bit of a break. It's not amazing. It doesn't tell you everything, but it gives you a pretty good indication of what's going on there. So it's time to add in a code snippet. Right, let's go to snippets. Snippet. Just got to add in a code snippet. Oh, what's this? Current. That shouldn't be activated, should it? Yeah. You know what's a bit annoying is you got to use a code snippet if you want to exclude pages from your search results. I think that's really annoying. The option should be there. Right, the option should be there. You shouldn't have to put in a code snippet to do that. Does anyone agree with me on that? Does anyone think I'm talking crap? So you shouldn't have to put in a code snippet to do that. I just think that's quite bad. Right, I just think it's quite bad that you have to do that. I mean, it works a treat, but you shouldn't have to do that. So I'm going to make a note of that code and I might do a video on it. I think it's one of those videos that I think would be quite useful for people. Swarm text. No, I haven't got that one yet. You talking about the worm, Mark? You talking about the worm when I say straight over the top of his head? Oh, do you know what, guys? I'm losing I'm losing track of things. So you talk Andrew's comment. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, Frozen. It's a good film. I didn't like the sequel. I didn't like the sequel to Frozen. I found it was a drag to watch. It was like, come on, get to the point. What's this about? But yeah, the first Frozen, the first one was pretty good. Why is the title not showing? What's up with the title? Must have been something in the header then. I still feel like their blog page looks awful. But I'm not going to get myself too hung up on it because I'll be forever here just it's just because they haven't got much blogs yet. No, I'll tell you what it is. No, I'm lying, guys. I'm lying. I'll tell you what. Yeah, the sequel was terrible, isn't it? It was a really... I just like, what is the point of this film? Where's it going? It's just like... The trouble with the blog post I find with this client's website, okay, is... Basically, it is... the images, the featured images for the blog post. Let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. Right. Hold on. Let me get it to the page. Right. So let me show you what I mean. Right. So let me show you the issue, right? So this makes more sense. Okay. Right, so this is their blog page, right? Ignore the layout, all right? I do not want to get hung up yet on the layout because their layout is bad. But can you see their blog post? Can you see it? You see the featured images? For me, they're all over the place. These featured images are all over the place, right? Look at this. What the hell's that? A window? A sign on the side of a building? The menu? The photo of the menu. Why would you have the photo of the menu, right? So I just feel like it's just... And some of them don't even have the images properly yet either. But I do find that... No, they have got images. Sorry, I was wrong then. But I just find it's... Yeah, take care, mate. Go off. I just feel like it's lacking. Right, it is lacking. You know, it just doesn't... Just doesn't make you go crazy, does it? And again, I feel like, you know, really good blogs are so clever. This is something I always keep saying. Really clever blogs and websites are very particular about the images, and the images are either linking to the branding or they continue a theme. So his theme is a very dark burgundy colour. Your images, somehow, maybe an overlay, I don't know, something. You got to kind of bring it all in, you know, make it flow. At the minute, it just feels like, oh, we'll put that in, putting that in, that in, then image. It's just not. It's just not work. Yeah, it ties it all in together. It just doesn't work. I mean, the homepage is so much better now because there's a bit more of a theme, there's a bit more of a feel and a flow. But when you get to the bottom and then you see the latest 3 articles, I'm like, ooh, it switches me off. You know, just doesn't get me, you know, doesn't get me excited. You know what I mean? Just does not get me excited. And if it doesn't get me excited, I don't like it. No, I don't like it. It's got, you know, it's got to get me. It's got to get my juices flowing, right? You want to feel you're in the moment. But right now, I'm not in the moment. Really not in the moment, you know? But all I can do is just do a bit of tweaks here and there, a bit of improvements in some places, and then hope the client will listen to me. Or, no, let me rephrase that. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. But from now on, going forwards, start thinking about your images. Start to now make a connection, tie it all in together, all of that. Think now. If you have the time to redo 20 posts, go and do them. If you can, go and do them. If you haven't got time to go and take photos again, right, stick it into Canva and do something. If you ain't got time for that, from now on, going forwards, think differently. Because sometimes you've got to say, right, we've got to like water under the bridge, let it go. What are you going to do differently? And I hope I've done enough to hopefully convince them to just think a little bit differently. I don't think I have. Right. But yeah, it's about going forwards. Because I have a feeling that if you can tell based on the amount of time they've spent on their current images, they haven't got a lot of time. I'm making a guess here. And you ask them to go and redo 20. No one likes to do that, right? No one likes to redo old stuff. So just nip it in the bud and just do something different. Just go do something different, all right? It's a bit like YouTube cover art for the videos. I might change my style of cover art, and then going forward, that will be the new style going forwards. But I'm not going to go back and change 400 and 500 videos. Maybe, but I ain't doing that. Right. Even though you joined quite late, Melissa, and again, sorry for not putting out an email to you. I'm really sorry. I'm really bad memory, right? I am going to cut off now because we've been live for 1 hour, coming up to 1 hour 48. So I'm going to cut off now and just have a break. Mainly because I have been working since 9 o'clock. I was on my bike working, and then I jumped down over, I was on my bike, then I did some here, then I went live. So it's almost 5 hours, and I think I just need a bit of a break. Didn't sleep very well. Son Raheem wasn't well last night. He was actually sick in bed, which was not fun. But he's not well, so... Well, no, he's well. He is well now. He wasn't well last night, but my sleep was totally wrecked. Couldn't get back to sleep. Look, sat there on my phone doesn't help. But I am now going to go and just have a bit of break, because in about 2.5 hours, we've got our Queen's Jubilee party outside. It's a bit cold, and I hope it warms up. It's a bit chilly. There's a bit of a chilly bite out there in the air. So eating food, having fun and all of that. He's fine. He's fine. It's just I think the trouble is last night he had a bit of chicken, a bit of rice, he had a donut. He was running around excited, and I think he just kind of exploded, like bleh, kind of thing. Hey, take care, George. Thanks for helping out with that advice for Interpret and all of that. I'll hopefully catch up with you all tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be live tomorrow. Hopefully. But you guys all take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Bada bing, bada boom.